Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with a look at the Civivi Pragma Prime. This here, the C24067-DS1. Gray aluminum handle, Damascus blade, and in a prior video, well, we took a look at the Civivi Baby Banter 2 TG, which is a very small and compact knife. Extremely compact, very simple. But today, with the Pragma Prime, we're going to step it up a notch, get a little bit bigger, and also get a little bit fancier. Now, Civivi always doing a fantastic job, and their Damascus knives always adding a little bit of look, a little bit of intrigue, and in today's case, I think we are going to absolutely love this blade. Now, all the usual things that you have come to expect from Civivi, some stickers, a nice pouch, your warranty information, very straightforward. But the knife itself, again, the Pragma Prime. Now, awesome blade shape. Wharncliffe style, nice quality, thin edge. I mean, this is crazy light. This is crazy light for its given size. 3.49 ounces with a 3.49 inch blade. Civivi is legitimately paying attention to that blade to weight ratio that people often talk about. And they are getting it literally like exact. This is not the first knife where that's happened. I've had a few in a row where they are damn close. You have to feel this in hand to believe it. It is so light. What a great feeling knife. And that is clearly because of the cutouts in this aluminum. I mean, you can see just how machined and milled out that is. Nice large cutouts. Beautiful blade. And the fact is, you know, you don't need too much in the way of mechanics when it comes down to a button lock. Very simple. The button lock in that plunger style, extremely low profile, extremely, minimalistic, which ultimately means you are absolutely going to get a lightweight deployment, lightweight lockup, lightweight knife overall if used in combination with the right materials and the right design elements, which in this particular case, I would say 100% definitely yes. Now, at an initial glimpse, I would say right hand, tip up, carry. But if you look a little closer, you'll see that the clip is sitting on the outside of the scales here. It's not nested. And that allows this to thread into the opposite side with simply removing a screw. It looks like the same screw that is ultimately holding in that little barrel spacer. And that is going to allow you to flip the clip over. So right hand and left hand carry. Now, of course, the button lock here is predominantly for the right-handed user. But at the same time, this certainly does have the ability to flip things around. So on your show side, you can see the logo in the pivot screw. You have your fairly standard pivot screw on the opposite side, T8 hardware on your body screws, and then T6s on that clip. Very simple. Now, we've already talked about all that wonderful machining. The aluminum, very nicely done. Gray in this particular case, chamfered over on all of the edges, and it has an excellent soft feel in the hands. Not much in the way of any other additional milling or any, I'd say, like flashlights that have knurling or anything like that. It's very smooth and simple overall, but it's an elegant look, looks very nice, and it plays extremely well with that Damascus blade. So here you can see that interesting Damascus pattern. Civivi always doing a great job with their steel, always doing a great job with the Damascus. Now in this particular case, it's not like a heavy dark wash on the carbon portion of the steel, but you can see very bright on that stainless layer and really popping through. overall, just a great look, and I love the utility blade shape of this knife. As we grip it, you can see capable of getting up into a finger choil. Nice simple pinch grip there. Little bit of jimping over the top. Chamfered in the right spots. Mildly aggressive as you get your thumb on there. You can feel there's some rough texture. So it's going to do a nice job with lockup, but it's not going to beat your hand up too bad overall. Fairly standard in terms of your main grip, getting into an indexing choil and then your 3 fingers nesting nicely behind. You could certainly use one of these spacers, I believe, to introduce a lanyard. You'd probably need to be a little bit careful because as you fold up the blade, it does get close back there. However, you could definitely get a lanyard around this if you so choose. I would not personally do that, but I know some people like lanyards, so you have that ability if that's what you're going for. Taking a look as we rotate the knife around, nice centering, very nicely done. Civivi always doing a great job with the centering. And then again, in terms of deployment, buttery smooth, extremely smooth. Civivi always doing a great job. They have caged ceramic ball bearings inside. So deep inside your caged ceramic ball bearings. Just a beautiful knife. So again, Civivi always doing a wonderful job. And in this particular case with the Pragma Prime, really nailing it. Now this is a Civivi design, so it's not from an outside designer. This is an in-house design, and again, very nicely done. Couple last details worth mentioning. You end up with the thumb studs there. So very simple in terms of the thumb studs. You can see excellent action, very fidgety, and that's typically the case with a button lock. That knife is going to just fly open and fly shut. So again, very simple. And then in terms of the general specifications, we already talked about the weight, again, being 3.49 ounces. But as you take a look at the blade, the overall length, 8.33 inches, 1.27 inches tall at the tallest point. Rotating the knife here, 0.68 inches, and that also includes, with that clip height there, the overall thickness at the thickest point, 0.47 inches in the handle. Then the blade length. Overall blade length, 3.49 inches, as I mentioned. The thickness on the stock, 3 millimeters, which is 0.12 inches. So that's just under, I would say like 1/8 of an inch. It's right around 1/8 of an inch. So nice blade stock thickness. Very slicey as you work your way down. Full flat grind from the top all the way down that primary grind. And then you get into that secondary bevel, which is crazy sharp and all the way straight forward blade. Very flat into that point. Again, that Wharncliffe design. The overall Damascus hardened to 58 to 60 HRC. And again, just a real cool look. So again, the Pragma Prime, awesome design, very nicely done from Civivi. To the people at Civivi, thank you for providing this for review. And for the rest of you, if you like this knife, do me a favor, look in the description box below where you can find links to your own Pragma Prime or any other awesome Civivi products. And if you guys like this content, do me a favor, take a look at my Outer Limitless family of channels where I cover everything from my primary channel, being the outdoor hiking, camping, backpacking experiences, Outer Limitless Blades, which is where I'm going to show you all of these sharp and pointy things, Outer Limitless 2, which covers all of my firearms and tactical applications, and Outer Limitless Lights, indoor, outdoor lighting, headlamps, all those great EDC lights, you name it. That's the Outer Limitless family of channels. So all right, guys, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.